Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now, guys. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please do let me know. Yes, everything is good. No issues with the audio or the video, right, guys? Okay, great. So, how was your day, guys? How was your day? Good, great, amazing. What was the scenario? All good? कल कहाँ थे सर आप? मैं सो गया था। देखिए मेरा स्प्रिंट चल रहा था, कल मेरा फाइनली स्प्रिंट खत्म हुआ, मैं थक गया, मैं सो गया। So see, I don't get a lot of time, right? I'm still in a job, so it becomes very difficult for me to handle both the boot camp. Then there is a class that I take in the night as well. Along with that, I have some interviews lined up in the between, and then in the morning I have my own job. So yesterday I had some free time because yesterday was Sunday. I didn't had any work. I was free, so I slept. And when I woke up, it was already 8:20. I was like, "Fuck it! आज boot camp नहीं लेना, आज सोऊंगा." Then I slept again. Then I woke up at 4 in the night. So yeah, that was the scenario. See, I don't want to lie to you guys. So yeah, that was the reason why there was no class yesterday. But don't worry, from today the class will go on as per the natural course of things itself. Okay. Okay. Um, okay, guys. One more good news. I finally decided to go further with the first. So I don't know. Maybe some of you guys from are from the old boot camps. Maybe not. So DevTown is actually hiring for both offline as well as online roles right now. So for the offline role, it is 20,000 rupees fixed plus 6,000 rupees as incentive per month during the prohibition period as well as during the internship period. So, and for the online, it is like 2,000, 3,000 rupees itself as stipend. And yeah, so I've hired the first batch of students, first 5 students itself. If things go well with the online batch, we are planning to expand it to more number of hirings in the next few months. But right now, like I've decided to go further with 5. So right now I was in that particular meeting itself with them, the finalized students. So let's see how that goes on. I will update you guys periodically itself. Okay, chalo. So shall we start with our today's class, guys? Domain of online batch, we have already done the like hirings and everything. We are currently not hiring for the online batch, but the domains were in data structures, algorithms, full stack development, data science. These were the domains in the online batch. Right now for the offline batch only we are hiring right now. How do you hire? So this time, because there were just 5 people, so we hired through referrals itself. People who were our previous students, people who have I have known them since the start itself. We just hired them, and so on and so forth. Okay, so let's get started. Let me share my screen first of all with you. अरे बाबू क्या हो गया बच्चा? क्या हो गया? So let me make you guys meet somebody special. ठीक है? I don't know if this is going to work or not. So this is Susie. So she's also sitting with me. Say hi, Susie. Say hi. No, you don't want to say hi. You want to look at me. So she loves me. So she is sitting with me. Actually, she's on her periods right now. So that is also one of the reasons why she is so squishy. Okay. So yeah, let me share my screen with you guys. A little bit of like cuteness given to you guys because I don't look good. I look like shit. So you should. So you are wearing shirts. Of course. Why the fuck would I wear anything else? I'm at my own home. Okay. And who in the right minds wear a fucking like pantsuit in their own homes itself? Okay. So let's get started, guys. Oh, why am I doing this? Today is a theoretical day, right? Today we are going to start with the old age question. What is AI, right? Okay. MacBook Air or Road Strix? Which one is good? Go with MacBook Air, of course. Chalo, let's get started, guys. I'm good with Python, NumPy, Pandas, etc. And I want internship. That is not enough to get internships. Okay. Okay. Yes, Aya Peter, that is something that we do as well. Okay, so let's get started. Let me increase the screen size. मेरा पेन किधर गया? ये रहा. So any future in blockchain? Absolutely not. Okay, let's get started, guys. Let's get started. So the first question is, what is this data science? Okay, what is this data analyst? What is this machine learning, deep learning? What is this artificial intelligence? And how do all these things fit together? Okay, all these things you might have heard about. Okay, like, oh, you should study data science or data analysis itself. You should study machine learning, deep learning. You should study artificial intelligence. Right now at the peak, artificial intelligence is at the peak itself, but how are they interconnected to each other? How should you learn it, and so on and so forth? And what are these words actually mean? Like, that is also something that is very important, right? So let's start with the basics. Okay, what is artificial intelligence? What do you guys think is artificial intelligence? What is AI? Okay, I don't want a bookish definition. I want the first thing that comes into your mind when you hear about the term artificial intelligence itself. Can you guys let me know? What do you guys mean by artificial intelligence? I want to understand that. First of all, I want to understand where you guys are at. Okay, and then I will start like teaching you guys. Okay, what do you guys think about artificial intelligence? Please let me know. Okay, robot mimicking a human, a machine which can automate tasks. Okay, ability of a computer to do things by its own. Okay, chat GPT, robot, do what humans do, computer generated answers or solutions, AI. Okay, neural networks. Okay, create a robot which can think like humans. Okay, so most of these definitions that I'm able to understand from your end is something like a human being, but that is artificial, right? That is what I'm able to understand. Something that thinks like a human, but is artificial in at the end of the day. Now, this definition of AI was actually in 1950s. Okay, what definition that you guys are stating, right? Something that can think like humans, but is artificial at the end of the day, is a definition from 1950s. That was the original intended definition of artificial intelligence, but right now the concept of AI has changed a lot. I don't have that book with me anymore right over here. I think so I've left it at home itself. But there's a very good book called as AI: A Modern Approach. Okay, it has been written by a person called as Peter, who was the head of Google Brain. Like, there is a small team of researchers and engineers in Google, and their team is called as Google Brain, that basically runs the entire AI ops of the entire company itself. The head of that actually wrote a book, Peter, I don't remember the entire name, called as AI: A Modern Approach. Okay, in that particular book, they have explained it very clearly that AI is no longer represented by, like, oh, you are making something that thinks like a human. Okay, but it is a field of science at the end of the day that takes up inspiration from other field of sciences itself. For example, it takes up inspiration from neurology, mathematics, statistics. Then it takes inspiration from game theory. It takes inspiration from econometrics itself. Different fields of science, it takes up inspiration from those to create algorithms. Okay, to create algorithms that are able to do a particular task autonomously itself. That is how you think about AI. Now, the problem with this particular thing is that right now, because of the coming up of Chat GPT, which is not a very new thing, it has been in existence for the past 13 years itself. Right now, Chat GPT was made public through a website, and that is the reason it has gained so much popularity. People have started quoting that you need to study artificial intelligence to get a job. And that is a very big red flag. Anybody who is saying that you guys have to learn AI to get a job is a very big red flag. Think about it in such a way. Your aim is to go from point, let's say Bangalore to Delhi. That is your aim. You want to go from Bangalore to Delhi. So just by having an engine, can you do that? Engine is the main part of a car, right? A car, the main part, the main heart of a car is your engine itself. So just by having an engine, can you go? You don't have tires, you don't have a framework, you don't have a steering wheel, you don't have a gearbox, nothing, just an engine. Can you go from Bangalore to Delhi in any way? It's absolutely impossible, right? So in the similar scenario, just by learning AI, you're not going to get any jobs. It's just like you are having only the knowledge of an engine. You don't have the other knowledges that are required to actually run a car. In the exact same manner, this is where the concept of all these things, I'll make it very clear to you guys, because I want to spend today to make sure that your conceptual clarity of topics is very clear. And then tomorrow on this, we'll start off with the AI algorithm that we are planning to do. That is the min-max algorithm. Okay. So right over here, guys, you are having the main field of science, that is data science itself. Okay. This is the main topic. This is like mathematics, guys. This is like mathematics. Okay. Or let's say physics. Data science is like physics. The main thing is physics. Under data science, you are having a lot of different sub fields, sub tools. I'll not call it as fields, but I'll call it as tools that are there. Okay, to help you. So data science basically is the science that involves around understanding data, building interpretations from data. Okay, that is what data science is. Okay, understanding data in a very short manner. For example, when you're liking a post or when you're scrolling through the entire feed of Instagram itself, which type of reels should I show to you guys? What type of content would you guys like? How long can I make you guys stay on Instagram itself? These type of insights that are needed. That is the job of data science itself. Or to get these type of, or maybe like chat gpt, right? Chat gpt is also an implementation of data science, not an implementation of AI. Okay, please try to understand it. So right over here, data science has a lot of different uh, parts to it. For example, one of the parts is data analytics. Okay, data analytics itself, this is where you try to understand data. You are not predicting something, you're not forecasting something, nothing. You're just trying to understand data. That okay, how many people were from India, how many people were from Pakistan, how many people were from Nepal in a particular event itself. What type of statistics are we able to see when it comes to come to the main topic, bro? Sanika, this is the main topic, sister. Okay, this is the main topic. This is what you are here to learn about. Okay, कि क्या पढ़ना है. Okay, so right over here, guys, that is what data analytics is, to analyze data. Now you're having multiple tools right over here like Python, NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn. These are tools to understand and visualize data. You create graphs, you create reports to understand data itself. You ask questions to the data and the data answers. That is what data analytics is. Asking questions to the data and the data answers those questions for you. Now, in data analytics, there is another subfield that exists that is called as your business analytics itself or business intelligence. Okay, both of them are very common terms right over there. Business analytics or business intelligence itself. This is where your data becomes bigger than usual. So usually you will have a small data set that you are working upon. But if you are having a very, very, very big data set to understand, to analyze, in that manner, you use some advanced tools, for example, Tableau or Power BI or maybe Excel in smaller data sets itself to understand and create these reports. And these reports are used by business leaders. For example, your managers or your CEOs or your CFOs to understand their business, or your investors. You need to create reports for your investors that how has the company done, or you have to so consumers or end users or middle management, these particular analytics is usually done for them. Okay, that is what data analytics is. Are you guys able to understand it? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand data analytics and what is business analytics and business intelligence? This is one of the tools under data science, guys. This is one of the tools under data science. The next particular thing that usually comes into place is data engineering. Now, this data engineering as well is something that is becoming really very famous. Right now, if I say that there are 100 jobs in data science, then out of those 100 jobs, 70 of the jobs are in data engineering itself. 70 of those jobs are in data engineering. Okay, so that has become very, very, very quickly has rose a lot, because data is now everywhere and is continuously being generated from every single device that you are present on. You're using a mobile phone, you're using a tablet, you're using a smart TV, you're using a laptop, you're using so many different applications at the same time itself. You guys are also, and this data is being generated in so much like streams. Okay, you're streaming data. For example, right now we are in YouTube, right? You're continuously, so many people, almost 1,000 people are right now just streaming just one single video continuously itself, right? So that has become such a big deal right now that companies need to get hold of this data immediately. They need to channelize this data. So data needs to be provided to the data analytics, right? The data analysts that are there, they need to get this data to understand it. Okay, data is not just like, oh, here is the data present in the air, take it and use it. It does not work like that. Are you guys able to understand this? It's not as if like, oh, here is the data, God gifted me this data, take it and use it. It does not work like that. Data is coming in from a mobile phone, it is coming in from a database, it is coming in from a scraped out website itself, it is coming in from an API. Data is coming from every single place. Think about it as, think about data as water. Let's understand it in such a way. Data is like water. We are a Coca-Cola company. Let's think about it. We are a Coke company, not Coke, Coca-Cola. We are a Coca-Cola company. I don't know the spelling of Coca-Cola at all. Pepsi, let's say Pepsi. Okay, we are a Pepsi company. Let's assume that. Now, data is coming on from so many different places itself. So, what will happen right over there is the water is coming in from so many different places. It might come from a lake. It might come from a reservoir. It might come from a seabed, seawater. It might come in from a particular, let's say, treatment plant. Okay, and so many different places water is coming in from. Now, the way to filter out a lake water and the way to filter out a sea water will be different. Am I right or wrong, guys? A way of water coming in from a treatment plant will also be different. All these places, groundwater, let's take groundwater as well. Ground, groundwater. The way to get the groundwater and treat it will also be different, right? So you will create pipelines. Okay, you will create pipelines right over here. Let me just take this out. Control, you can just drag it out. Okay, so the way of getting data from so many different places will be different. So what you'll do is you'll create pipelines. So okay, this particular pipeline treats groundwater, this particular pipeline treats lake water, this particular pipeline treats reservoir water, this particular pipeline treats sea water, this particular pipeline treats your particular uh, treatment water, and so on and so forth. So the water is coming in from so many different places right over here. All this water is processed in different manners, in different capacities. Maybe the seawater we are taking in like hundreds and billions of gallons of seawater, but we are taking in like 500 liters of lake water. Like the capacity is also different. It need not be that okay, we are taking in 5 liters of groundwater, 5 liters of lake water, 5 liters of reservoir water. Water is also coming in different quantities as well. For example, let's say that seawater is huge, so the pipeline of seawater is very thick. The treatment water is less. Okay, reservoir water is the least. Lake water is a little bit more. Okay, groundwater is also the least. So water is also coming in different quantities right over here, and all these need to be processed separately in different manners, and then that water is collected at one spot where that is a processed water. This is just water right over here. This is just water right over here. That is the major concept of data engineering. And this process of creating these pipelines and treat all these water separately is called as ETL. Extract, load, transform. That basically means like extraction from various different sources. Okay, load, we are loading it at one particular spot itself, that is this big water reservoir. And then you are having your transformation. Okay, you are having a transformation, you're transforming it from like dirty water or like sea water into a drinkable water at the end of the day. And this, when you do that, when you have got this data, you have got this water, this is what you provide to your data analysts or your business intelligence or your business analyst people itself. That is what happens right over here. Okay, are you guys a collection of data, not just collection of data, cleaning it up as well. Just collecting data is simple, but cleaning it up, processing it in such a way that all the data coming from various different sources, once you have made sure that it is a little bit more appropriate enough, It is of the same property itself. All the water is now has been processed in the same manner. Okay, you get this. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. T is for transformation. T is for transformation. Now, whatever I'm teaching today, these are the questions that are going to be asked in your interviews as well. Please try to understand this. Whatever I'm teaching today, see, तुम लोग projects जो भी सीख रहे हो, ठीक है, whatever projects that you will be learning from tomorrow onwards, questions upon that are going to be like 30%. 70% of the questions are going to be from these topics, whether you understand the concept clearly or not. This is going to be your work. So whatever theoretical question that I'm teaching you guys right over here is basically is what is important. Your writing is terrible, please write properly. Fuck you. Okay, very simple. Fuck you. If you are not able to read it, I'm speaking every word clearly. If somebody is not able to understand something, I will repeat that word, but my handwriting is shit. I know that from my childhood itself. I cannot do anything about that. My mom taught me a lot that write clearly, but I don't consider myself as a good writer. I'm not here to write things. Okay, if you're still not able to understand something, listen to me clearly. When I'm saying stuff up, okay, listen at that point of time. You will be able to understand it. Okay. What is the difference between ELT and ETL? That is basically the same difference between how you're processing things up. You can, when you cook the food, you can put the bun in the particular patty in the middle in the burger. You can put the patty in the middle, tomato at the top, and onion at the bottom. Or you can put tomato and then onion and then patty. It makes like a little bit of difference. It depends upon use case, like how if you want to transform first and then load, or you want to load everything at once and then transform it at once, that is up to you. So basically that means that you're taking all the different water and putting it up in a particular reservoir and then filtering things out, or you want to filter things out and then load it at one particular place. That is how you need to understand it. Okay, you don't need to understand ELT right now. Okay, that is not for you guys. Okay, if you have a particular boot camp on data engineering, I'll explain it to you guys right over there. Here, just understand it. Various different sources of water. You have to process it and then feed it at one particular place itself. That is how you have to work for it. Okay? Chalo. Great. Awesome. So that is what data engineering is. Collection of data, cleaning data up, putting it up at one particular spot so that data analysts are able to go further and use that particular data. Okay. Now, data engineers also data analysts, one more term that is there is basically data mining. Okay, one more term that is usually used for the very wrong purpose is data mining itself. Okay, data mining basically means collection of uh, knowledge from data. Okay, collection of knowledge from data itself. Are you guys able to understand this? What is the difference between DA and BA? The difference between DA and BA is basically business analysts or business intelligence analysts itself use specific tools like Tableau, Power BI, and Excel. They also use your NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib as well. But data analysts usually use separate tools. Usually in the companies right now, the concept of data analyst and business analysts have blurred a lot. Okay, it is just a particular title at the end of the day. Please try to understand this. Like when you go into a company, both the data analyst and the business analyst are actually doing the exact same thing. But yeah, conceptually, if I was proper with it, data analysts are using Python, NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn for analytics of data, and they analyze smaller scale of data. But when it comes to business analysts, again, this is just conceptual. In companies, everybody's doing the exact same thing. Even data engineers are also doing data analytical jobs itself. But yeah, business analysts use a bigger size of data. They use Tableau, Power BI, Excel. These are the kind of tools that they use usually. Okay. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, data mining basically means extraction of your. I mean, what is the difference between data analyst and data engineering? Right? वीडियो को रिवर्स करो, वापस सुनो. बहुत मेहनत से समझाया था, वापस नहीं समझा सकता मैं. ठीक है, just reverse the video, listen to me once again. That is what I told basically right now. Okay. So next thing that is there, what was I saying? यार बीच बीच में बोल के एकदम भुला देते हैं. मैं कहाँ था? हाँ, data mining. ठीक है. So extraction of knowledge from data is what data mining is. ठीक है. Again, I had a very good book on data mining. Let me check. I think I have it right over here. Okay. So this is one of the best books that I have actually. So I basically study from books, as you're able to see. I've underlined every single word from this book itself. That is a very wrong way of studying actually. But yeah, data mining is basically extraction of knowledge from data. Okay. Now for that you use machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence. You use data analytical tools as well. You use data engineering tools as well. Okay. You use all these different things to actually do data mining. I love data mining as a topic, but the point is very few companies actually properly use data mining. Okay, it has become a very loose term right now. And again, like I said, in every single place, whether you are as a data analyst or a data engineer, you will be using mining a lot, because it is at the end of the day getting information or getting knowledge from the data. Okay. The name of the book is third edition of data mining concepts and techniques. That is by Morgan Kaufman. So that is basically the book. Data mining concepts and techniques. This is a blue color book. Maybe you guys will be able to Google it up and get it. But I have a physical copy because I love the smell of the books. So I love it. That is the reason why I get books. I have very few books right now. I had a lot of books actually. But price, जब पागल है क्या बुक खरीदेगा? बुक खरीदेगा तू? है बहुत पैसा हो रहा है तेरे पास. Don't buy books. Okay, piracy is the best policy. Okay, get it downloaded from GitHub पे. Very many people will be uploading the books. Okay, or you guys can get it from pdfdrive.com. Okay, do not fucking buy books, man. Until and unless you have a lot of money, then that is different. I don't even know the pricing. It is not written right over here. But yeah, do not buy books. It makes no sense. इलॉजिकल बात है यार, बुक्स कौन खरीदता है? मतलब हाँ, मतलब मैं चूतिया हूँ वो बात अलग है, लेकिन डोंट बाय बुक्स. चलो, ओके, नेक्स्ट थिंग that is there. What was I telling you? Okay, data engineering हो गया. Now let's come to the final topic, that is your artificial intelligence or AI. Okay, AI is also a very, very, very important thing that comes under a very important tool that comes under data science. See, just AI, if you're learning just AI, it makes no sense. I'm being very frank about it. It makes no sense. You have to learn a little bit of data analytics, a little bit of data engineering, and then you can start with AI. Then that makes a lot of sense to me. But directly jumping into AI is a very, very, very bad decision itself. Okay. Uh, okay. Let's start with AI, artificial intelligence. Now, just like data science, AI is also a very, very, very vast field. Okay, if you look at the book, a modern approach, artificial intelligence, a modern approach, I think so. That is thick, this thick. Okay, that like the palm, like the size of my palm. My palm is actually very small, but still, it's as thick as my palm, and it is this big of a book itself. It's a very, very big and thick book. But yeah, that is the reason, because AI is a very vast field itself. It has a lot of different subfields that are there. One of the most used or most heard about subfield of AI is a machine learning. There are algorithms, there are fuzzy logics, there are probabilistic logics itself, and so on and so forth. There are multiple other subfields of AI, but usually you don't hear about any of them. You don't even have to learn about any of them as well. It is actually not that important to learn about them because they are not in use a lot. But yeah, machine learning is one of the subfields of artificial intelligence. Now, if somebody says that I'm currently learning AI and ML, okay, or your college has a branch called as AI and ML, try to understand one thing very simply. Your college does not even know what is the meaning of AI and ML. It is like me saying to you guys, hey guys, I'm currently learning mathematics and probability. Or I'm currently learning arithmetics and addition. You guys will just open your chappal and start beating the fuck out of me, right? ये क्या पढ़ाएगा भाई हमें? इसको इतना भी नहीं पता. He doesn't even know this, that mathematics and probability is one and the same thing. Probability is just a sub part of mathematics. Arithmetics and addition is just a sub part of addition itself. He does not even know this. How is he going to teach me what is mathematics or what is probability? In the exact same manner, when you go into interviews, ठीक है, फ्लटर भाई मत करो, बहुत बेकार चीज है, करना है तो रिएक्ट नेटिव और रिएक्ट जेएस करो, ठीक है, फ्लटर मत करो. So when you go into your interviews itself in the exact same manner, never see AI and ML. Always just say data science. Just say data science. Okay. If you want to be very specific about it, just say artificial intelligence. Even if you want to be very specific about it, just say machine learning. But never say AI and ML. Never say data science and artificial intelligence. That makes no sense right over there. In many of the interviews that I've taken, when a student says that I'm currently studying AI ML, I just reject them right over there. No matter how good the interview goes, if he does not even, he has 4 projects in machine learning and he does not even know that AI and ML is one of the same thing itself, then he does not need to study. Like he is not capable of understanding basic concepts. Okay, always make sure what you're speaking, guys. Always make sure what you're speaking. Okay, very good. Now, under machine learning, okay, machine learning basically means that when the machine learns using data. Okay, if the machine is basically like the AI algorithm is learning using data, then that is classified as machine learning. In a very simple terms, telling you guys, there are many algorithms. We'll be seeing one of the algorithms that does not require machine learning. That is that does not require any data. That is your min-max algorithm that we are going to study in our tomorrow's class. Okay, that is an AI algorithm that does not require data, so that does not classify into machine learning. There are other algorithms. We will be having a boot camp in the future. Vishwas Achari T. Flutter is not at all useful. Please do not study Flutter. I think so. I cannot be more clear than this. Okay. If you want to study something similar that has actual value, study React JS and React Native, not or and. Okay. Now, please focus upon what I'm teaching right now. Please do not ask unnecessary questions that are not related to what we are doing right over here. Okay. So now machine learning, those artificial intelligence algorithms that learn using data are classified under machine learning. Under machine learning, there is a separate division called as a separate classification of algorithms called as deep learning right over there. Deep learning is basically those algorithms that study using data but are also based out of something called as neural networks. Okay, basically a mimicry of a human brain. Okay, a human brain has neurons inside of it. So artificial neurons were created back in 1980s, 1970s or 60s, and that basically jumped off out of a new particular algorithm that is called as deep learning algorithms. Again, that are sub part of machine learning itself. That is not a separate topic. Under deep learning, then you are having transformers. Okay, this was created by Microsoft. That under transformers you are having LLMs or large language models. Okay. For example, Lala, Lambs and Lala and all these kind of large language models that are there. And one of the application of LLMs is your chat GPT. So जो भी सोच रहा है सीधा मैं chat GPT कर लेगा, ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं होता. You guys have to study a little bit of data science. Then we go to artificial intelligence. Then have to go to machine learning, then deep learning, then transformers, then LLMs, and so on and so forth. That is how you basically understand stuff. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Ram Devi Balla, sir, Zoom meeting is better than YouTube. We have class on Zoom as well, but we charge for that because Zoom is chargeable. YouTube is free. So we have free classes right over here. Okay. Okay. So right over here, guys, that is basically the concept. Now there is secondary terms that you might have heard about, like computer vision. Then you will have heard about this NLP, natural language processing. Then you might have heard about computer vision, NLP. What else have you guys heard about? What else have you guys heard about? Computer vision, NLP. Gen AI is basically this LLMs itself. That is what Gen AI is. So you guys can ignore that. Gen AI is nothing else but LLMs. Take a application of LLMs. So this application that are there, that is ChatGPT, that is called as Gen AI. Take a CNN is basically a part of deep learning itself. It's nothing new. NLP is natural language processing. GANs and VANs is again a part of your deep learning itself, it is nothing new. Okay, these are algorithms, guys. These are algorithms. ResNet is also a part of deep learning. Again, it is a particular algorithm. Okay, neural network part of deep learning itself. Okay, so you guys haven't heard about anything else. So no issues in that. So right over here, guys, in the same way, computer vision and natural language processing is not anything new. Okay, NLP and CV, computer vision and natural language processing is not nothing new. It is again implementation. For example, Gen AI as well. Put Gen AI right over here as well. Generative AI. Okay, all these are basically implementation of algorithms. ठीक है व्हाट इज प्रॉम्प्ट इंजीनियरिंग कुछ नहीं होता भाई 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 पहले मैं एक चीज बहुत प्यार से समझा देता हूँ आई एम टीचिंग दिस वेरी 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 विद अ लॉट ऑफ लव फॉर यू गाइस देयर इज नथिंग कॉल्ड एज प्रॉम्प्ट इंजीनियरिंग ठीक है बीच में पता नहीं हु स्टार्टेड सेइंग भाई देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ जॉब्स इन प्रॉम्प्ट इंजीनियरिंग एंड जेन एआई भाई जो कुछ नहीं है देयर इज नो जॉब्स इन जेन एआई देयर इज नो जॉब्स इन प्रॉम्प्ट इंजीनियरिंग प्रॉम्प्ट इंजीनियरिंग तो होता भी नहीं है जेन एआई आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड जेन एआई prompt engineering does not even exist as well. Okay, if in a big company like Microsoft, if I want to engineer a prompt, I have 150 engineers working for me who are one of the best engineers in the country. I'll just give off कि भैंसे ये prompt लिख के दो ठीक है that's it. Nobody hires, no company hires prompt engineers. First of all, try to understand it. Okay, second particular thing that is there is Gen AI, generative AI. Again, there is no jobs in Gen AI. If a particular company wants to use a generative AI algorithm like ChatGPT, or they want to use something like Stable Diffusion or something like that, these are all the different things. Okay? These are all the different applications of algorithms that people can use. Companies directly give it off to their own engineers. They don't hire people from outside. These are one of the best engineers in the entire world. They don't hire people from outside for this. Okay? Nobody is that stupid enough to do it. Okay? First of all, get that through your brains. Now let's come to computer vision and natural language processing itself. These are again applications of algorithm. Under computer vision, it basically means giving the ability to your computer to understand its surroundings. Whether it be images, whether it be videos, whether it be your AR blasters or anything else, using sensors, it should be able to perceive and understand its surroundings. Now, to do that, at the very end of the day, you use deep learning models, you use deep learning algorithms itself. Similar to that, natural language processing as well basically means the ability for your computer to understand the natural language of humans. That is English or Hindi or Gujarati or Marathi or Bengali, whatever the case be. Okay, that is what natural language processing is. Examples of that is your Chat GPT, your particular Siri, your Google, and so on and so forth. These are all the different particular applications which implement natural language processing. Again, at the very end of the day, you use deep learning right over there. Okay, so all these different things are just applications of algorithm. These are not separate topics. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. What do you think about robotics and AI? I don't think about any of them because I'm not in robotics first of all, but I used to deal with a lot of robotics project because I loved robotics. But right now, if I want a job, I will not think about robotics. I'll think about learning data science and data structures and algorithms to get a job, and then in my free time I will explore robotics. Right now I'm not getting any free time. I wanted to, but I'm not getting any free time, so I'm not currently not exploring robotics at this point of time. Okay, that is the point right over there. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Okay. So now one of the algorithms that we are going to start studying from tomorrow onwards under artificial intelligence is the min-max algorithm, guys. This is the algorithm that we are going to study from tomorrow onwards. This is a very, very, very simple AI algorithm that is there. Okay. And we're going to use this AI algorithm to solve our problem, that is tic-tac-toe. I think so. This is C, right? Is TAC TAK or TAC? The TAC looks much more appropriate enough. I shouldn't put K right over there. TAC should be there. Okay. Tic tac toe, guys. That is what we're going to do in our tomorrow's class. So we'll learn the algorithm tomorrow and we'll start our coding as well from tomorrow itself. So tomorrow I want everybody to come to the class with a notebook and pen. Okay, that is a particular NLP is unclear. Natural language processing, or the ability for your computer to understand natural language, that is your English or whatever language that you're speaking, Hindi, Marathi, Bengali, Gujarati, German, or whatever the case is. If examples of that is your chat GPT or your okay Google, your voice assistants that are there, your particular Siri that is there. Okay, that is called as natural language processing, an ability of a computer to understand our natural language. For this as well, this is just a topic. Under that, in the middle, you basically use deep learning models to actually understand it. Okay. So tomorrow, I want everybody to come with a notebook and a pen. The reason for that is there will be a lot of drawing that will be there to understand topics. There'll be a lot of writing to understand topics, and I would love for you guys to take down your own notes as well. Okay. So these are the three things that is going to be there. So notebook and pen is going to be compulsory for everybody. Is that understood? So which role is better for freshers as data analyst, data engineer, data administrator? Do not go for data administrator. That is a very shit job. Data scientist or feature engineer. Do not go for feature engineer. Again, not a very good future in that. Can we switch between them after year experience? Absolutely yes. You can switch between them, except for data administrator and feature engineer. If you take that, you will not be able to switch very easily. For between data analyst, data engineer, and data scientist, I'll suggest data scientist, but that is very unlikely because companies do not hire directly for data scientists. They come with years of experience as a data analyst or a data engineer. When they graduate, when they have experience, they get promoted into data scientist. So my understanding is you will have to choose between data analyst or data engineer. Just look at which is the better company. If the company is better, you go with the better company, and look at the package. These are the only two things to understand, because the data analyst or data engineer actually work on the same things. So just look at which company is bigger and which company is paying you more. Just go further with that. Okay. Again, there's nothing called as AI/ML, but yes, you have to go with data science. What the fuck is blue team or red team? I don't understand that. Masters is required in any company? No, not at all. Is front end development good for studying? Yes, but if you're doing HTML, CSS, JavaScript, it makes no sense. That is not front end development. That is ABCD. Is BCA good? Yes, it's okay. Sure. Okay. One more thing, guys. You don't require a computer. You don't require a PC at any particular point of time throughout the boot camp. The entire project will be doing it online on Replit or CodeShare or Code Sandbox, whatever will be working for us. So you can do the entire project from your mobile phone as well. Okay, you don't have to think about it. एआई इंजीनियर्स इतना मत सोचो, वो तुम लोग के लिए नहीं है, वो बहुत आगे जाके होता है. आई एम अ मशीन लर्निंग इंजीनियर, ठीक है. An AI engineer is absolutely the same thing itself. There's nothing difference between a machine learning engineer and an AI engineer. But that is like you need to have at least 1 to 2 years of experience working as a data analyst or a data engineer. Plus, along with that, you need to have at least 1 year of experience working as a full stack developer. Then you get promoted into machine learning engineer or AI engineer. These are the guys who take up these models, they take up the algorithms and deploy it for people to use. Like I said, GPT, okay, actually existed for 13, 14 years, but Chat GPT brought it out for the public to use. That job is of a ML engineer or an AI engineer, taking a particular model and taking it up public. Okay. Okay. Uh, okay, so let me give you guys the eight. What about Kotlin? Do not do it. भाई कैसे कैसे क्वेश्चन पूछा है, फ्लटर को मना कर दिया फिर क्लोटलिन के बारे में पूछेगा. बहुत अच्छा दिमाग लगा लेता है. ओके. Right over here, let me give you guys the attendance for today's class. This is day 3, right? This is day 3, if I'm not wrong. Guys, is it day 3? Yes? Okay. Let me create it. Day 3. Day 3. Sponsors, links, send links, link, send link. Copy. At exactly 9:05, the attendance link will be closed. Start filling up your attendance. At exactly 9:05, the attendance link will be closed. Please start filling up your attendance. At exactly 9:05, the attendance link will be closed. Please start filling up your attendance. At exactly 9:05, the attendance link will be closed. Please start filling up your attendance. At exactly 9:05, the attendance link will be closed. Please start filling up your attendance. We'll meet in our tomorrow's class at the same time and we'll continue from right over there. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye, guys. Bye bye.